diys-by-dar. Let's go through my second thrift haul and what I did to fix these items up to get them to my booth. So let's get into it. Hello, diys-by-dar. I went on my second thrift, spent $42. So let's see what I got. The other stuff I have completed, and I do have a video on that, so you might see it before you see this one. Okay, mainly I was at two Goodwill stores. We have two of them in my area, and that's about the only real place where you can get anything. And they're about 18 to 20 miles apart because I kind of live in between the cities in the pickers, like I have said. So the first thing, I thought I was going to be able to do this without glasses, but I can see that's not going to happen. I'll have to put them low on my nose so they don't glare. All right, the first thing I got was this little candle lamp for $3. It does have a saying on it. It does have a little candle inside, and I'm just going to clean it up. Probably put some transfers on the other sides. Maybe some animals, maybe some fairies. So $3. Maybe I'll charge $14.95 for that. The other thing I got was this really cool bird feeder, which is in excellent condition. I did pay $4 for it. I'm not sure. I might keep this. Otherwise, I'm just going to clean it up and probably sell it for $9.95. I did get another set of picture frames to go ahead and make some pictures up that were in great shape. Usually their picture frames are $3 a piece at Goodwill. So I'll probably put 3 pictures of some sort in there and do some embellishments on the outside. This one I probably will just leave the way it is. It's pretty cool for a fairy or animal. $3 again. And then this last one, of course, I'm going to paint and put embellishments in and put a cool picture in there, and $3 again. And most of these I will sell, like the smaller ones, probably $14.95. Maybe the bigger ones, $18.95 or $19.95. I got these really cool boats. $3 a piece. They are so cute. They're in really great shape. I'll probably just check them all over and fix any spots that might be skiffed off. But there's not very many, and these are pretty good to go. And maybe $8.95 or $9.95 a piece. I got this little tray. It was $5, but it's for me because things are getting a little out of hand in my room because I have to work out of there. So I'm cleaning it up, and I'm going to use that little tray to help put paints in the suction. The next was mainly just a big basket haul. And I really must have gone on Good Basket Day because I got some good baskets with most of them just being $3. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with them yet. This one here for $3 is ready to go. I just have to vacuum it out and it's good to go the way it is. Probably for this one, I paid $3 and I'm thinking maybe $9.95. This one was really cool. Another $3 basket. I put some more rope embellishments on it, zip it up a little with some string hanging down and some beads. If I go to that trouble, then I probably will price it just a little bit higher, maybe $18.95. Another Goodwill basket. It's got cute little handles on it. Really good shape. I might just get the sewing machine out and sew a little placemat to go in the bottom and probably call it good on that one. And if I do the placemat, probably $16.95. Here's another flatter $3 basket, really good shape. I may put a thing in the bottom here. All the raffia on here is just perfect. It's a perfect basket. So I may just put a bottom in it and call that one good. This one almost looks like a little kitty basket or something. I probably will put some rope through the top and some tassels, and I'm not sure. It's in such good shape. I don't think I need to paint it. I might just leave it the way it is. That's what I like to hear. Leave it the way it is. All right, I got all the baskets. Now, I went to one other shop that's close to my booth. I had to go to my booth and set up all those other pieces and take out the Christmas stuff. And it is a local community, like a Goodwill or Salvation Army, and I'm not really sure what they do with their profits, but I spent $4 a piece on these, and I'm going to clean them up. They look in really, really good shape. I'm probably not going to do anything to them, but maybe price them at $8.95, $9.95. And then this cool little metal bin that looks like it has wicker around it. It's got kind of a really cool patina on it. I thought maybe I would just paint it up. I'll have to paint the inside for sure. But this was a good deal at $1.99. So I may price this at $18.95. So that's it, guys. I'm going to work on them as soon as I get my craft room cleaned out. It's 6 degrees here in Michigan. My dog refused to really go out and do the potty scene. She turned around and came back in, and I had boots and coat and everything on her. My chickens got a little nuts in their barn and wrecked a light. So then their water froze, so I had to find another light and hook that up and get them some new water and make sure I got the light pointed on the water. That's really it that's going on in my neck of the picker. So I will bring all this back and show you what I've done to it, and I'll catch you on the next one. Oh. Well, I'm just going to share what I did with a couple of the frames, and I went ahead with the DOS clay and fixed them up a bit with some filigree at the top, some mushrooms, some ferns, and I painted them with silk all-in-one paint in the color Cactus. And I like this paint very much because it has the primer and the top coat in it, so you don't have to worry about either one of those. When you're painting your embellishments, you have to look every direction to make sure you get all of your mold painted. Because when you leave them little white spots like you're seeing on that fern, they don't look very nice. I'm ready to use my Best Darn Wax in brown and cover the whole frames. And then I am going to go and wipe them back off. This is a water-based wax, so it's good and dry in 2-3 days depending on where you have your pieces located. And once I get that wax off, then I will be able to go back and do some hand painting and give my embellishments a little bit of character, meaning on the mushrooms, the fern, and the frog and the snail. I just leave the top the way they are, and then I may go over it with some gilding wax at the very, very end
which takes a little bit longer to dry because it's petroleum-based product.
Hello everybody, it's diys-by-dar, and I am going to go through my second thrift haul, just showing you the completed pieces. I'm going to show you the baskets first, and all of these are from Goodwill, and I must have really hit it on a good basket day because they were pretty good, and I didn't really have to do too much. The first basket that I have, really nice, $3 basket. I need to put a price on it. I'm getting ready to take these items to my booth today. My second basket, that was $3. Really nice shape. I went ahead and I did put some jute in between all of an area at the top and then added some beads. And I did price this basket at $18.95. Such a cute little basket. Perfect the way it is. $3 basket. I priced it at $14.95. A little trick that I have been doing on my baskets is if they're really dried out and they just need a little refreshing after, of course, you've cleaned them, take a little bit of feed-in wax on a rag and just go over the top of them, and it helps bring some of that luster back and gives them a little drink of water. Here is another basket, a really nice big picnic basket, and I did put 2 microfiber towels inside, and they're really cute. They have a little mushroom pattern on them, and cleaned it up. And I have this one priced because I purchased the towels and I put the towels in there for $19.95. Another somewhat flat basket with handles. Once again, really good shape. I didn't have to do anything to it. I put a couple towels in it, and I priced this one at $18.95. In my last basket, another nice flat one, excellent condition, nice raffia around it, nothing is broken on it, it is in really great condition. I put a couple towels in there and priced this one at $18.95. The cutest little lantern. This one I went ahead and I put some transfers all the way around. It has a candle in it that has a timer on it. So that's really neat. If I had a place to put this, I probably would keep it. And I priced this at $14.95. I happened to stumble on these really neat boats. They were $3 a piece. Cleaned them up, fixed any areas that had any skippers on it, painted it in, and I priced these at $9.95 a piece. Now here was probably one of the coolest finds. These 2 retro looking vases, and they were only $3 a piece. And another trick what I did after I cleaned them up, I went ahead and took some clear wax and just waxed them and buffed them up, and they look like $1,000,000. Let's see, what did I price them at? $14.95. I've been trying to keep my prices somewhere between $10 and $20 unless it's really a bigger item. I'm thinking I might have better luck with that. I couldn't resist this little bird feeder, another $3 purchase, and I priced this at $8.95. Just had to clean it up. Once again, I went with some clear wax on the black and buffed it up, and it looks great. Okay, I'm going to get to some picture frames, and those of course took a little more work. These are very similar to the other ones that I did. I added the DOS clay around the outside with some filigree on the top and some mushrooms, some ferns, and a little snail. And I still had enough little fairy transfers that I could add those. And this one took a little more work, so I do have it priced at $28.95. And I did two of them. I just happened to find two that had three mats that were the right size for this size transfer. And this one I just did a little bit different, but I put a little frog on it and priced that one the same at $28.95. We're getting to that time, and this frame, I knew that I should have, it was blue, and it was pretty slick and shiny, and I knew I should have probably sanded it or used some slick stick on it, but I didn't. And when I put that paint on it, which is a Dixie Belle silk paint in cactus, started to come off a little bit. So I thought, okay, you want to be distressed looking, we'll make you distressed looking. And I actually liked it a lot better. And then I added just a little transfer to pull some of that blue color in, and with my happy little rabbits. And I priced this at $14.95. I think my all-time favorite right here. Now, this frame, I did like I do the bronze pots, and it worked out nice. It's beautiful. I found a gorgeous seahorse to match with those colors and got this inside the frame. I love this one. Again, $14.95. Now over here, if you've been noticing, this was a DOS project that we did as possibly a group on Made by Marley's channel with Well and Marty, and I did take on the challenge. So I did make 3 owls, and I put them on this log and fluffed them up with some greenery, and I did price this at $38.95. There was a little work that had to go into this. And that one, of course, I made, so that's why the price is up, and I didn't get that at Goodwill. And then my little table, sneak peek, you will get a tutorial on this one. It is an epoxy top table, and I had fun with that. I priced it at $59.95. So those were my last hauls. When I take this in today, I'll stop at a couple of the stores that I usually stop at and see if I can find anything. When I go today to the booth, I will see if any of the items that I put there a couple weeks ago have moved at all. Pricing is really the hardest thing because it does take work to get this and clean it up and do any fixing that you need to do on it, or upcycle it in some way. I have an 8x10 booth. The rent on that is $300 a month, and you need smalls. This is what they call smalls, because if you're just waiting around for a larger piece of furniture to sell all the time, it doesn't happen. And in order to pay that $300 rent every month, you need some of these small items to get in there and help pay that rent. So I'm not sure where I'm going with this, if I'm going to still keep this booth or not. By the end of this summer, I will know if I've made any money or if I'm just breaking even. then it's probably not too much worth it. So, until the next one. Okay. There we go. It's me again. I just wanted to take a moment and talk about a chronic autoimmune disease, one of which I have, is called Sjogren's syndrome. And what that is a person's body will attack all of its mucus or moisture glands, and where I'm really affected is in my eyes. So when I started this video, you can see that my eyes look very irritated and very red. I have had lacrimal or ductal plugs in them before to try to help the moisture stay in my eyes. But then I pulled one out in the middle of the night, and then they just took the other one out, and I haven't had them put back in. For an example, in a normal person's normal eye, they do this check where they will press on it and then time how long that moisture stays in your lid, and it is supposed to stay there for 10 seconds. Mine is gone in 1 to 2 seconds. So I suffer from chronic dry eye all day and all night. In fact, in the middle of the night, my eyeballs wake me up with pain, and I have eye drops on my stand to put in so I can go back to sleep. And all works well though until I drop the bottle on the floor and then wake my husband up, who gets up at 4:30 a.m. This can be the only autoimmune disease that you have, or you can have overlap autoimmune diseases, and I have overlap. They call it the trifecta when you get the top three, which are pretty bad, which is lupus, Sjogren's syndrome, and rheumatoid disease. So I'll try to give you guys a little bit of information on that. I'll keep you guys posted on some of the disease processes. So if there's anybody else out there that can be helped by what I have to say, but I will tell you that it takes 5 to 7 years to get a full diagnosis on what type of autoimmune disorders that you might have. But one thing, look at your parents. See what your mom and dad, if they have any rheumatoid issues, any chronic inflammatory diseases, and that is going to be your number one fact to fact check yourself later down the line, because it's a lot easier to try to treat damage caused by inflammation proactively than it is retroactively. In that case, you know, you'll end up with diseased joints like I had, and I had to have both my hips replaced, and then I had my new wrist put in.
Well, I can talk very proficiently when it's medical. After being a nurse for 40 years, it is my expertise in life. I've been sticking to this every Sunday at 7. And unless there is a challenge going on, I'll be here at 7. And I'm sporting a cold today, so I'm sounding pretty gravelly. My next video will either be another lamp with a IOD paint inlay on the shade, or 3 DOS clay owls. So thanks for watching. Give me a like, subscribe, and I will see you on the next one.